but why? You know what I mean? Like, this is such a strange little holiday. I understand, the folklore and everything behind it, but now today we have, spirit Halloween stores that pop up like magical ghosts around Halloween all across the country. I, I don't have many friends right now. Actually, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I have any friends. I just work and, talk to people like you. But I do remember, especially living back in Pennsylvania, you would go to people's houses and it started out like they would just put a couple, put the pumpkin on the front porch, right?
Right.
But now you go and these people are going all out. Like, you walk into their house and it's like a haunted house, like, to some degree. And now you have yard decorations as big inflatable Santas, except for now we have big inflatable witches and ghosts
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, it really is this whole other thing than even it was that I remember when I was a kid growing up in the
Right.
80s. And
Right.
I, as somebody who likes to think I know a little bit about culture and how these things impact people, it just I still sometimes have a problem making the connection. Like, how did it just get so big?
Okay. There's a couple of reasons,
Right.
and a lot of them have to do with money.
Of course. Of course.
But in the 70s, with John Carpenter's movie Halloween,
Uh-huh.
it was the first movie. I mean, Hollywood was late to the Halloween party.
Hmm.
They released their horror movies never on Halloween. Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Christmas. But John Carpenter's Halloween was released on Halloween. It was called Halloween. It was set on Halloween, and it used that pumpkin as a sign of evil, right? And so there are a lot of fans of horror in our country, but they had never connected Halloween with that. And there's a lot of people who love Halloween who never connected it with horror. So when that movie came out, it kind of changed the face of Halloween, and adults and teenagers thought, "Oh my gosh, we can celebrate Halloween. This is our holiday. This is it." The whole holiday became more popular and more bloody. So then you've got people interested in recreating the movies, and that's where you get into the yard decorations. I mean, a lot of this started in California around LA with set designers who did these amazing things in their front yards. And then the internet just coming in, and listservs where people would find each other. And, I know how to make a skeleton out of pool noodles up in Seattle. And I know how to make really cheap fake blood down in Delaware. And they were getting together and sharing do it yourself stuff. And so the first yard decorations by adults were usually homemade. So, witches that flew on clotheslines, and, you know, legs that came out of the ground on windshield wiper motors, for Halloween. There were a lot of really wonderful creative things. So American marketing takes a look at that, and corporations, and they say, hey, we can do this.